Mr. Science Theater, Season 8 countdown! That's my new theme song, what do you think? I'm counting down Season 8, crazy, crazy, crazy season from Sci-Fi Channel's first year. I got a lot of episodes and questions to ask, so I'm going to get going. First off is Leech Woman at number 22, another racist Universal movie. 21 is The Deadly Mantis. 20 is The Undead, another Roger Corman film. I think their last one. The Mole People is 19. Let's see. The She Creature is 18. Revenge of the Creature. That's one I'll stick for a second here. It's number 17. It's the first of the episodes on Sci-Fi Channel where we get to see, picking up from the Comedy Central year, where Mike and the bots are brought back to the ship 500 years later after turning into pure energy or something like that and roaming around the universe. There's a fantastic, it opens with a fantastic reference to Time of the Apes, and I can't get enough Time of the Apes references. We find out what happened to Pearl and Clayton Forrester, and it's all while pretty well ripped. The change from Trace to Bill Corbett is much smoother than I was afraid it would be, and a pretty good start. I Was a Teenage Werewolf is 16 with Michael Landon, and I was always confused why the movie's called I Was a Teenage Werewolf when he dies at the end. It tells me like he lived on, or whatever. 15 is Devil Doll. Terror from the year 5000 is 14. Parts, the Colonus Horror, also known as The Island from Michael Bay, is number 13. The Giant Spider Invasion is 12. The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies is number 11. This is one of those bad horror movies that I had heard about before MST3K. I even saw a A&E documentary on bad filmmakers. They were talking about this, so it was really cool to see it. Jack Frost, another Strange-O movie from Finland and Russia or something like that. It's actually very well made. It's probably much better in its original language. The dub is just terrible, but it's fun to watch. Prince of Space and Invasion of the Neptune Men is 8 and 9. Terrific episodes from Japan. Bad 50s Japanese movies, kind of sowing the seeds of Japanese sci-fi. There's all kinds of elements that you're used to in anime and sci-fi from them. Time Chasers is number 7. And Overdrawn at the Memory Bank with Raul Julia, and it's a terrific cheesy TV, public channel, public TV movie, kind of like getting into the Matrix kind of territory and computers and Elseworlds and stuff like that. It's really bad, really cheesy, and didn't age well, and it's Pearl's best episode. I think this is when I really started to take to her, and her song in the middle is just brilliant. The opening with the pledge drives is just brilliant. It's just a terrific episode. And number 5 is Agent from Harm, another bad James Bond ripoff, where our lecherous, awful, disgusting hero, who I would like to shoot in the face, just hangs around a house for the whole movie. It's really bad. And the bumpers, where Mike is on trial for blowing up 3 planets, is just fantastically written. Probably the best story, maybe, in one of their episodes. It's really well directed, too. Riding with Death, another awful TV series made into like a fakey movie for a video release. It's called Gemini Man. It's a TV series, and apparently the plot was to get a car that's about to explode in the middle of an open field so it can blow up. I don't know why these guys didn't like go back at their earlier scripts. It's like, hey, didn't we just do that last week? Nah, I'm sure we're fine. Terrible. I love old bad 70s shows. Horror at Party Beach is a tremendously awful, dumb 50s horror movie with mutated monsters that are sort of almost zombie-like. A lead actress who is dubbed, and the riffing on the party scene at the beginning is just fantastic. There's actually, you could end it like right after that and you'd have a great episode. It's just so well written. The Thing That Couldn't Die is the best of the episodes that use the old Universal International movies. A head that used to be part of a sorcerer is trying to resurrect himself by mesmerizing people and carrying them around. And God, the riffing is just top notch. I watch it over and over again, and it's just fucking brilliant. I love that episode. And number 1 is also Lindsay's pick. So this is the first time since the first season with Robot Monster we agreed on the best episode. And it's Space Mutiny. I mean, come on, there's really no choice. Space Mutiny is just, it's just top-notch in its badness. It's just a direct-to-video Battlestar Galactica ripoff which actually uses Battlestar Galactica footage. It's just amazing how brazen it is. And I'm sure they gave them the rights to do it. I mean, Battlestar Galactica probably wasn't that big of a hit in the late 80s, so, you know, that's what happens. The beefy guy who screams, Reb Brown, is just terrific to make fun of, and all the names they give him is just brilliant. Also, the grandma-daughter, Dr. Grandma-daughter, she's just an awful actress. And the actor who, I can't remember his name, but he used to be good, but he just laughs at everything that makes no friggin' sense. He's just evil to be evil. And the effects are just so cheap and bad and stupid, and the Stinger's brilliant. It's just so well written. The only minus on the episode is the fact that they forgot to make mention of Battlestar Galactica, but otherwise it's a perfect episode. The best episode of this season, and one of the best of the series. I think if you hadn't seen this episode, if you're into Mystery Science Theater, you really should check it out. Good season overall, a great kind of getting back into the running. I was nervous about Trace leaving, but Bill took a great job on Crow, and it took a while to get used to Mary Jo Pehl as Pearl Forrester as the lead villain, and I think she was hampered a little bit by the fact that they had a story. I think maybe if she was a little more established as the lead villain before the story, then maybe it would have been less awkward, but by around the end of the season, I think she really got a good footing in, and from there on, I just love the character. Also, Bill as Observer is great. Never big as Bobo fan as the other two, but it's just fantastic. I love it all. I give the season 4 round chips out of 5. And how much time we got? 3 minutes, perfect. I have a couple other subscriber questions here. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. So if you ever have a question about comic books, MST3K, movies, TV, even politics, anything geeky, just let me know, and I'll see if I can get to it. Corin TV, who's the greatest Green Lantern? Well, there's a couple of ways to answer this. You can talk about popularity. It's obvious, Hal Jordan. Or you can talk about the storyline. Hal Jordan did get possessed, and we did think he just legitimately went crazy for a while and destroyed the Green Lantern Corps. Rebuilding it is Kyle Rayner. He's the one who really kind of like kept it together in his absence. But my personal favorite is Guy Gardner. I love that character. He is a dick. He's an awful, awful, crummy person, and he somehow gets it together to be a hero and stands with all these really good, decent people. I mean, he's a Republican. He's like a real lech towards women. He's very sexist and awful, and he's just a pig. He's a dick. And the more he's awful to people, the more I love him. It's just such a contrast of characters, and it's just so interesting to see him there. That's just how I feel. And I think I have one more. Mr. Wynn asks, do you have a lower tier Bat villain, either Firefly or Mad Hatter or something, that you like besides Joker and Harley Quinn? Yeah, Mr. Zsasz. He's a terrific, creepy character, and he makes a small appearance in Batman Begins. He is a disturbing guy with a creepy fetish, and he'll never get in an animated series. But anyway, until then, I'll take care and push the button, Lindsay.